Yeah, hi. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Raw review. Raw Day 1, whatever the hell they're calling it. So it's Day 1, it's the New Year's Raw. Um, okay. Um, was it a good show or was it a bad show? So I will say this, it wasn't the worst Raw of all time. It wasn't completely terrible, but it wasn't like good. Wasn't really that entertaining throughout the show, in all honesty. Only has certain points that saved the show. So there you go. But yes, this is the first wrestling show. This is the first WWE show of the year. Whatever. Good for them. I don't know. At least they tried. You can say put some effort because they had two pay per view. They had it felt like you could say something like Saturday Night esque main event type of thing where they try to make this show a bit more effort than a usual boring Raw. But the thing is, Raw should always have effort to try to be entertaining. You know what I mean? But we'll talk about it. Grab your Coca-Cola, drink my new sleep spot. Miss Bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. Again, hope that y'all have a good new year. Hope everyone is going to be well. Hope a good year for all of us. God bless, alright? Oh shit, oh shit. It's a new year. Get some chicks on the big black couch. Make them go, oh shit, okay? It's good stuff. Alright, let's talk about Raw. So the show started. So they mentioned, and like, a tweet was also, they mentioned how a former WWE champion is returning tonight on Monday Night Raw. And I couldn't help but to remember this was like the same shit what they did back in 2016. If you guys remember back in 2016, I think was it the Raw after the Royal Rumble, 2016, where former WWE champion is returning, and they basically did the same shit tonight. And we'll talk about it. We'll go in depth to what happened, what was my problem with it, or some things that I liked and didn't like. But I will say, like, again, with Raw tonight, it at least wasn't the worst show. It wasn't terrible. So I'll give Raw that. It wasn't the worst Raw of all time, thank God. But it certainly wasn't really a entertaining show as a whole. There were still some boring things that happened, but hey, at least things happen on the show, especially for the first Raw of the new year, the first show of the new year. They did something where, like, you know what? I want to try to see hopefully what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? It set the fucking standard to, like, maybe this is something that people could try to watch next week or SmackDown or whatever. But the problem is, damn well that what they did tonight to try to make what makes people care about wrestling, what generate ratings, it's not gonna happen every fucking week. So let's be for real here. This is modern wrestling. This is modern WWE. So yeah. Anyways, after announcing that the former WWE champion is returning tonight, they announced all these stupid matches. It was Michael Cole in the ring along with Wade Barrett. Whatever. But then leads to the first match that was announced, or whatever, the first match that happened. So the first match, Nia Jax defeated Becky Lynch. I don't know. I guess sure. Oh, the surprising thing that fucking Becky Lynch lost this match or whatever. They didn't go as predicted or like a predictable way. Like, or get it? Becky Lynch has her on top of the ring, and she's gonna probably do the manhandle slam and wins. Instead, like, Nia Jax won. She did a giant Samoan drop from the top rope, which could have ended the match, but no, get it, false finish bullshit. But the punch by Nia Jax, and then she does her finisher and wins. She does the fatty hip drop. I don't know. I guess Nia Jax won because, guys, she was bigger than Becky Lynch in mass. So, I mean, you would think because she's in the bigger shape of mass, she should have won essentially easily. But this match was longer than it needed to be, and who fucking cares? Who the fuck really cared about this match besides Marks and whatever? I don't care. I don't care for this. So there you go. So that was what happened. This is, yeah. Cody Rhodes comes out and says he wants to finish the story with Nakamura tonight. He wants to finish because he doesn't want to go into the new year with more problems. He wants to finish basically last year's problem to last year. And he challenged Nakamura, but Nakamura on the Titantron basically said no. Declines and hints that finishing the story next week. He says he wants to give American Nightmare one more week to dream. I become the guy who can never be. I will finish your story and then you will your book. Nakamura to Cody. I don't really care. You know, if you want to make this New Year's Raw big, like, shouldn't the match have happened tonight? Since this is basically supposedly a pay-per-view-esque type of show they're trying to do. You know, I understand, you know, you want to make probably people care, but, like, well, who's going to really care about Nakamura and Cody, especially next week? Like, is it going to be a stipulation? Is it going to be something? Like, why would I really care if this match was next week, honestly? You know? I mean, maybe having this match on the show would have been better. Especially after when the certain WWE Champion returned, and then you had a fucking shitty women's match that happened right after. What's going to keep people watching the show? Like, seriously. I don't know what to tell you. Second match. Kofi and Jey Uso defeated Imperium, which is Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. This only happened and ended quickly because Giovanni Vinci got injured. So this was basically a referee stoppage. It sucked that, don't get me wrong, I feel bad for the Giovanni Vinci guy. I hope the guy is okay. But it's sad that really, this match had to end early due to a fucking injury. While this match, nobody really gave a fuck about. The problem is they were going to probably make this match go longer than it needed to be. So, in a way, it's a blessing in disguise. But obviously, I'm not happy that the guy got hurt, you know, because I'm not that type of person, you know. It just like it goes to show, like you and I already thought of this. Like, no matter what they do, any match they do is going to guarantee be longer than it need to be because this is modern wrestling. You think that the longer the match, the people are going to be satisfied. And I gotta say this too. I saw the card for the Madison Square Garden show, the card they had for their special Madison Square Garden show, which I was thinking, should I even go or no? They also recapped and showed, I get it, they did a holiday tour and whatever. Sure, they did that. They did, you know, the holiday tours or whatever. But it makes you think, like, wow, how is it that Raw looks more like a house show than the live events, and they do like more intriguing shit on the live events, if anything. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Sure, tonight was better than, like, I guess, like, the typical house shows they would normally do, but, like, it's like freaking wow. They treat Monday Night Raw like legit a house show, a glorified house show, but the house shows, they look more intriguing. Like, don't make the matches like no DQs and whatever, you know? Like, for example, a house show, they'll have McIntyre, well, actually, Nakamura and Cody, they'll have in a Texas Bull Rope match, and then they'll do McIntyre and Rollins in a rematch for a live event show in a no disqualification match. Like, why aren't they doing these matches on TV? Why is it that we get the boring matches on TV? Whatever. I don't know. We had Miss TV happen, because get it, this is very intriguing. And then R-Truth comes out in honor of Miss TV, because get it, Miss TV was going to interview the Judgment Day. And R-Truth comes out, says he's coming out in honor of his buddies, because get it, like, you know, he won the Judgment Day match, and he's in the Judgment Day. Dominic comes out to, like, you know, oh no, we are going to be the ones talking and whatever. And dissension between R-Truth and the Judgment Day happens, which I guess sure is funny or not so funny. The fans boo Dominic whenever he talks. It's so predictable, like whatever. But then Dominic proposes that no, we're finishing tonight. It's going to be us two versus you two. And it's like, why? Who cares about this match? But get it, the big thing about this match is the return of Awesome Truth. Remember that team? That was our big thing in the misses. Now, this year's probably 2024 is probably the year of comebacks. It's gonna be now the reuniting Awesome Truth versus these two. It's like, really? This is the big thing that's happened? Ours awesome truth? This fucking ass group? This so much of a fucking joke of a group that really? That's the big thing to make people care about? And the sad thing is you got Smarks like, oh my god, awesome truth is back! Like, really? Really? I don't know, whatever. Awesome Truth won. They did a you know, the retarded version or the funny version of Michaels to Ric Flair where like our True says, I'm sorry, I love you to fucking Miz, but instead he hits JD Doofy Head McGee, then he tosses him to Miz to do the skull crushing finale and they both win. Sure, the match was a bit funny, but it only was funny like in the last moment of it because our True was in it. But it is what it is. But seriously, people getting nostalgic over awesome truth. Like, come on here. This is, again, and the people who are getting nostalgia over this are people who probably never watched when wrestling was good. They watched when wrestling was bad. So, whatever. Rhea Ripley defeats Ivy Nile to retain the Women's World Championship. I don't really care about this match. There was a video package with Ivy Nile says, I like when people think I'm an underdog. It's like, great. Another underdog story where it's more boring than ever. Every fucking underdog shit is fucking boring as fuck. Then we had the announcement, then we had the returning WWE champion, and it was Jinder Mahal. Obviously, this was a troll job. But it's like, listen, I hate Jinder Mahal as much as the next guy. And it's because of Jinder Mahal, I fucking hate Jinder Mahal. It's because of Jinder Mahal why I keep saying I'm not Indian, no, really not, though. And I'm really not, though. I fucking hate Jinder Mahal. It's because of you why people fucking say I'm fucking Indian. You fucking stink, you fuck off. Seriously. But I feel bad for him because literally, it's like, you know there's not going to do anything with this guy. And he's only just treated as a joke. But again, it's like, why was he even WWE champion in the first place? But it's like, I don't know. Whatever. Obviously, this was a troll job, but it's like, it makes you think like, wow, WWE really likes to troll their fans. Like, imagine if this was it. I already know they were going to do something like this. This was basically similar to what they did when The Miz... this was similar to what they did in 2016. They basically ripped off what they did back in 2016 from, like, the Raw after the Royal Rumble tonight. Because it was basically the same thing that happened. Jinder Mahal was The Miz in this fucking segment. Basically, like, The Miz, get it, he returned. He was the former WWE champion. But then, like, this segment, he got replaced by Jinder Mahal. This was basically the same segment, but get it? He's an international wrestler. Talking about how, and this became, like, a typical anti-America thing, which, again, I'm American and proud. You guys know I'm the Muslim American nationalism. It's like, why did they need to do a pro-America segment with this? Couldn't they have, like, somebody, like, if anything, like, why not have, I'm not saying it was bad, it's just, like, it's kind of, like, overdone, and ripped off another segment involving Rusev back in 2014, with the same guy who returned tonight. So they basically ripped off a bunch of segments from the past, because they had no ideas tonight with the returning wrestler. So, not saying I hated it, but it's kind of, like, repetitive in a way, which makes you think, like, are we going to really care if this guy keeps coming back once at a time anyways, I don't know. I was hoping, like, if you're gonna bring back a heel WWE champion, like, I don't fucking know. But again, who is the heel WWE champion you could bring back? Just saying, I don't know. Like, they could have, but the thing is, who's really that big to bring back and whatever as a heel? Because if you're, but at least it would prevent, like, really, fuck you to the fans. Like, at least, like, if you bring back, like, let's say, ideally, Jericho was to come back to WWE. He's the former WWE champion, right? At least it wouldn't be terrible him coming back and then people were like, oh, fuck this company, you're not there, you're just fucking trolling for no reason. And then instead, it'll be him, he's the one that returns and then gets interrupted by the returning wrestler tonight. It'll be good and you don't fucking insult our intelligence, I don't know. Who was like a former WWE champion you could have brought back? Like, who could have been a heel role? A heel role. I mean, I wouldn't even say The Miz, but The Miz, like, they've done that fucking so many fucking times. What, Vince McMahon? I don't fucking know. Imagine if they brought back McMahon. Wouldn't that have been funny? I mean, I would rather that. I don't even think people would have been fucking too angry, if anything. You know, like, imagine another McMahon and the fucking wrestler returning segment. I know I'm fucking like, why am I saving it to big moment? It's like, you know, I'm building up to it. But yeah, so the person who returned, well, let's talk about Mahal first, because whatever. So Mahal returned. He's the returning former WWE champion. Obviously, this is like a troll job, but if they literally ended, it's like, fuck you to the fans, like, really? Well, anyways, Jinder Mahal comes out, he says that I'm like, he basically bashed the fans, because get it, oh, you know, you guys don't care about me, blah, blah, blah. Even though, I mean, can you really blame these people? I mean, like, come on, like, why were you even the WWE champion in the first place? He says, like, you know, the fans are fucking, should be ashamed that you should honor the modern day Maharaja, blah, blah, blah. And he says, you know, the United States has become more disgusting, but I will unify everyone. He's not wrong with how the United States is terrible now. And again, I'm as pro-American as ever. But is he wrong about, like, what's going on, how shit America is now? Basically mentioning the people. I mean, he's not wrong what he said. Because, let's be honest, a lot of fucking people nowadays are a bunch of libtard faggots and idiots that don't know what the fuck they're fucking talking about. But, you know, it just became a pro-America segment. I'm surprised that Cena wasn't the one who returned tonight. Instead, it was The Rock. So it was rumors that The Rock was returning anyways. And when they mentioned, there was like a picture of The Rock with Nick Khan. Like, he was like meeting some old guy. And yeah, so that's basically sparked that, oh, maybe he's the guy that's returning. Some people were thinking, like, Andrade. Like, Andre's not a former WWE champion, and why would that be the guy returning? Like, come on here. You know what I mean? Some people said that even Big E, but, like, listen, Big E's not a big star that he should be the one to be hype of his returning. That would be very underwhelming, in my honest opinion. No disrespect to Big E. You know what I mean? But anyways. But yeah, The Rock returned. He interrupted Jinder Mahal. Obviously, the guy who only brings interest to WWE, the biggest star. It kind of was similar to how they did it with fucking Austin Theory. But hey, at least, you know, it's The Rock. I didn't hate this. You know, obviously it's The Rock. The Rock is fucking entertaining. He's the only person to fucking generate interest in this fucking business. But my problem with this is that this basically was a ripoff of the Rusev segment back in 2014. And as awesome as that segment was, it was a ripoff of that. And this was also a ripoff of earlier with Austin Theory. From this past year. And this was also a ripoff of fucking the segment from back in 2016 with The Miz. Who was, he's the former WWE champion, but then it's The Rock returning. So basically, this was a ripoff of all those three segments. They're running out of ideas with The Rock. Not that, again, this was not a problem. But if anything, if I could even say this, like, I like The Rock here, but his promo kind of sounded PG-esque if you think about it too. Because get it? Oh, day one douchebag. The Rock back in the day would say worse shit than that. Like, come on, day one douchebag? I mean, it's The Rock, he'll make it work. You know, he's the only person to make people chant day one douchebag. But, like, you know, to the crowd, to make the crowd chant that. But come on here. That's like, really? That's the insult? Whatever, again, I still like The Rock. It's cool. It's fucking cool that he was there. Make people care. Way to, you know, make this show, you know, people care about the show. Maybe, but the thing is, you have to understand, they probably only brought him back because they fucking got their lowest ratings last week. And now they got in panic mode that they have to bring The Rock back for just a little ratings pop. I mean, I hope he'll be at WrestleMania. He did tease him versus Roman, which is cool. But, is that really what's going to happen? And, you know, all the fans are like, oh, what about Cody? I don't care about Cody. I want to see Rock and Roman more. It also makes you think, like, why didn't they have Rock show up at WrestleMania to lead to next year, indicating Rock versus Roman. After all, WrestleMania Hollywood, the man who's number one in Hollywood was not on fucking WrestleMania Hollywood. Like, come on here. But whatever. The Rock returns, interrupts Jinder Mahal, says that he's, like, you better shut up. And how I'm proud, he mentions how he's proud to be American, and tells Jinder that you ain't no Iron Sheik. So they mention Iron Sheik because Jinder Mahal mentioned the Iron Sheik. The Rock says the fans boo Jinder because he's not. No one likes. It's not because no one likes. It's not that what you look like. I'm not trying to make this a little personal, but let's be honest here. Like, technically, a lot of people don't like brown men, or they don't like Indians or whatever. I mean, I don't blame y'all. I don't like Indians myself. And people say I'm fucking Indian. I'm not Indian. Well, I don't like Indians myself. Fuck it. Because again, before you motherfuckers say I'm not Indian though, really not though. But that's one reason why I hate. Because really, who the fuck likes Indians? Indians like the fat mango. Every ugly mango, he smells mango. Or this is Monday Night Mango. I mean, seriously, who the fuck likes Indians? Like, I mean, to be fair, they don't like Indians. Like, come on. Do they not see how fucking people who are like Indian or even brown people fucking get treated like on TikToks and shit like that? Like, come on here. And I don't have TikTok, but it's like fucking true. There's a reason why fucking even like brown men or Indian can't get girls or fucking white chicks who fucking they're fucking viewed as like unattractive. So technically, like, is he wrong when he said that? I mean, sure, like, who the fuck cares about Jinder Mahal? Like, he's not like an entertaining guy. But what The Rock says, not like, but when Rock said, oh, it's not, how you look. To be fair, there is some truth to that, because, like, in the fucking how we are as people don't like fucking Indians for some weird reason. Or fucking brown men in general. Or brown people. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not trying to fucking sound like, get a white privilege, but, again, that's like the most woke liberal shit to say. But there is some truth to, like, in terms of a society standpoint for what they say about that. But regardless, in terms of this promo, Rock says, like, Jinder is not hated because no one, like, of what he looks like. They hate him because, like, no one likes him and he's not funny. He's not funny! It's not wrong. Rock said that Jinder will now be known as a Day One douchebag. And then he makes the crowd just like, Day One douchebag. Then Rock said, then he basically said, Jinder would like to talk about in the national anthem. Oh yeah, in the Jinder promo, he said how no, you don't like me for me, or like how I look like, how, you insulted even the national anthem because I saw it in Punjabi, whatever. He's talked in Punjabi, blah, blah, blah. The Rock mentioned, like, I have my own national anthem. He said, in the Rockets regular, posting, I don't know what he said, but he basically said that, like, in the fucking in his short verse of the national anthem, that Jinder is jacked, but he has no balls, and, yeah, like, basically said that. I don't remember what else he said, but yeah, he basically, like, said, his own national anthem. It's funny. It's Rock funniness, I mean, is it the most funny thing that Rock has done in his career? No, there's more funny things he did in his early years, but hey, it's fine. I don't know if that's because it's PG shit, but, like, literally he's saying asshole. He called fucking Jamal asshole, like, so, like, whatever. So yeah, he did call him asshole. He also fucking said, actually, let me fucking, like, let's do a little live viewing to try to make sure what he even said. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. WWE Raw. And let's see The Rock. What he said. Let's see. Let's go back to that. But yeah, again, it's The Rock. It's fucking cool seeing him. He cut a hell of a... It's... The Rock, can't hate on him. No matter what, he still cuts good promos or whatever. I do think, and I think, like, this is what hurt The Rock though, or why is it even cool for him coming back? Like, his luster did kind of run off, and I will tell you probably one of the reasons why it's gone off, because again, they keep dragging this idea of him versus Roman for WrestleMania, and it's like people thought that was gonna happen last year. You dragged it out too long. Like, are you even gonna do it this year? And two, him getting into politics. That kind of did ruin him, because again, He got that heat with him and Oprah, and him fucking supporting Joe Biden. Like, really? Come on, Rock. That kind of hurts your luster. Let's be honest here. Oh, Rock is like there. I mean, he should have fucking been rootless more. You're jacked as whole, but you have no balls. But your balls still aren't there. Angry, toxic douchebag who clearly... Okay. Like, this is what I mean by this is not that funny, because you're kind of running out of material here, Rock. Like, really angry, toxic, like, go toxic masculinity. Like, really, Rock? Come on! You embrace the toxic masculinity. Like, what the fuck are you saying, bro? Has no class. Masculine class? Like, why is that? Whatever. So you left the Rock no choice. Left the Rock no choice. Whoop that candy ass. There were more funnier things he has said in it. More funny things he has said. I should fix my grammar. He has said more funny things in the past. Like, if you compare this, like, this is literally, like, kind of like, this is really fucking hardcore Rock that we have fucking heard, like, back in the Attitude Era type of shit. Like, he said more rootless shit when he was, like, talking to Rusev, when he was talking to the New Day, back in that Raw in 2016. Heck, he said more ruthless shit also against Austin Theory. I don't know. So yeah, he said he'll whip Jinder's candy ass. Jinder goes to attack him, but then Rock came back. He did his punches. Then he did Spine Buster to people's elbow. And he says before he goes to, like, tonight he wants to go out to eat. He wants to either go to a lounge, a bar, or and he teased Roman Reigns with this, or I'll be the head of the table. And then he says, "Hit of some Mel with the Rock is cooking." So he teased him and Roman. The commentary even acknowledged that. So this may lead to, like, you know, when Roman shows up on TV, he'll mention Rock, and maybe we might finally get Rock and Roman this time at WrestleMania. Some people say, "Oh, maybe Elimination Chamber." Like, really, no. I'm sorry, no. Not at Elimination Chamber. Rock and Roman is that blockbuster match that you need to do at WrestleMania, not at some Chamber pay-per-view. And I don't even know why you're still doing Elimination Chamber or why they're calling it. Again, I'm not a fan of what always gimmick pay-per-views. I don't know. I would like it if, again, the Elimination Chamber could be another thing. Could be a thing like where it's not always going to be in February. When you need it, you know, you have it. Or just fucking change the name. Can you bring back No Way Out? Like, why not bring back No Way Out, for fuck's sakes? Whatever. Regardless of that, besides that, it's not just that, but, like, it's cool that, you know, they teased the Roman thing, right? But the problem is, are they actually gonna do it? My problem is, they like so much for, you know, what is this gonna be finished? Like, is this gonna be the end of the third inning? Right? You know how, like, fucking Paul Heyman says, you know, we're in the middle of the third inning. Like, so basically, what happened back at SummerSlam? Are we still in the middle of the third inning, or just Roman's not gonna be on TV and we're just gonna drag it out for no fucking reason? Because let's be honest here, is this all the middle of the third inning? Like, what they're doing with this fucking show? How long, like, really, like, my God, they have dropped the ball with this Bloodline storyline so fucking badly. Like, it's one of the examples why you don't do shit so long for no fucking reason, just because of a title reign, you know? Like, my God. This is why it's the problem of sometimes when you do title reigns. Sure, Roman having the most historic title reign in history right now. But for fuck's sakes, there's a reason, but there's a problem with that title reign. He has no opponents. It's the same shit what you're doing now. You dropped the ball, the story's kind of done. Why should we really care that this is still happening? Like, I'm sorry, this third inning, or whatever the fuck you're calling it, it needs to end. And you would fucking have it end with Rock. Because really, having fucking be the champ for this long, and the story you're just dragging out because for records, while it's hurting the stories, like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Overall, like, you dropped the ball with this fucking Bloodline story. The only reason why the Bloodline storyline is being praised is because it's, like, the only storyline that happens in WWE. That's the only reason. Now, the story has kind of been fucking... It jumped this ship. What are you doing now? Now it goes to show that fucking this company doesn't know how to do anything right. Just saying. But... I'm hoping they are going to do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. That should be the match. And I wouldn't even mind if Rock beats Roman. I don't care. Have him be the guy beat Roman. Fuck Cody Rhodes. I don't want to really see Cody even beat Roman. I don't even want to see that match happen at WrestleMania, Cody versus Roman. But, like, the problem is, like, if Brock beats Roman, how long is going to have the title and who is he going to lose it to? I wouldn't even mind if him dropping the title vacantly, or fucking, you know, he's gonna have to lose the title to Roman. Then you could do that shit where Cody versus Roman one more time in some stupid pay-per-view. Maybe it's like a Money in the Bank cash-in. Like, Cody, how you do this Cody shit? Like, Cody should be the one beating the Money in the Bank. I don't know why Damian Priest has the Money in the Bank, but whatever. I don't fucking care. In the end of the day, Rock and Roman is the match for WrestleMania, and I don't even mind if The Rock beats him, because at least when The Rock is champion, you'll have some intriguement for he's the champion. So, who fucking cares? I don't know. Or you can have him lose to Solo Sikoa after, like, you know, him winning the title, somebody. Or fuck, I don't care if at least even Cena versus Rock again. I would actually like to see that match again. Fuck it. I don't care. Do it again. Imagine rocking Goldberg or rocking Lesnar again. Wouldn't that be something, huh? I don't know. They gotta do these blockbuster matches, like, for real. Like, because who the fuck's gonna care about these boring, stupid, jobberless matches? Like, Cody? Yeah, no, fuck off. Why I mentioned, like, it should happen, because, like, my fear, and even though they teased it, you gotta know that they probably just brought back Rock just because they wanted to pop that rating, because they saw how bad the rating was last week. They probably only did that. Like, you really think they're gonna fucking do that? That's the problem. Like, that's the problem. Are they even gonna do Rock and Roman? Because, like, you know damn well this company doesn't know shit anymore. But again, this also makes you think, like, with Rock coming back tonight, they clearly know that they have no stars. What's gonna happen when guys like Cena and Rock are done, and all these part-timers are done? Who are they gonna rely, seriously, to watch fucking their show? Who are they gonna rely to bring back? Doesn't this tell you fucking now you need to bring back The Rock after your shittiest ratings in history? What are you gonna do when they're done? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, the segment was cool. It was good. Not the best Rock segment I've ever seen, but it's just you know, it served its purpose. It was still fun. It was the best thing on this show. Maybe people care about wrestling for one night, I guess. You know, it's moments like this, like why people care about wrestling. So, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark defeats Natty Knife for Arteaga Knox. This was happened after the Rock segment. Like, you could have just easily done the World Title match after this, or you could have done maybe like Cody and Nakamura after this match with like a no DQ stipulation or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, instead we get that shitty match. Who cares? What's announced for next week? Tana Chance and Kaden Carter, the party bitches, whatever, will face Chelsea Green and Piper Niven in a rematch for the women's tag titles. They did a segment earlier. They want a rematch, but no, we're partying, and it's like it looks so stupid. Production shit. I don't fucking know. And Nakamura versus Cody is announced for next week. I don't fucking care. The main event, Rollins defeated McIntyre. He retained the world title. The match was fine. Okay, it was fine. Not great match, but it was fine. It just, again, it was too long, or, you know, I know I said, like, maybe this match should have happened after the Rock thing, but maybe you should have done something like, I don't know, pace your shows better, have some other set, I don't fucking know. I mean, this match, why not have a stipulation, whatever, but this was kind of like similar to the Crown Jewel match, but it was kind of like, really, I don't know. McIntyre was about to win, but, or whatever, so what happened, Damien Priest attempted to cash in during the match, because get it, to recapture the Rollins moment from WrestleMania, but he failed on cashing in. Who cares? So he kind of like was just dumb to try to attempt a cash in during this. McIntyre basically costed him from cashing in because he attacked him when he was going to try to cash in during this match. I mean, it would have done some favors. Like, imagine maybe McIntyre pinning Damien Priest. That could have been a way to win, or you know, that would have been okay. But yeah, McIntyre, he was about to win against, so he basically took advantage because, like, get it, Damien Priest got involved to also hit Rollins before cashing in, but then McIntyre, he took advantage to do a Claymore. The false finish, so basically Rollins was about to lose, but then he had his foot on the ropes. I will say that was perfectly done how they did that false finish. It was perfectly done. The moment, like, wow, he's about to lose the title, and then wow, the way that the pacing of how they did the footwork on that false finish was actually good. It was really done, well done. That was good. But the problem is McIntyre takes Rollins outside of the ring, and he kind of makes him look stupid because, like, couldn't you just take Rollins from the ropes and pin him? Because you just kind of look stupid with that. So he takes him out of the ring. He takes out the table, like, you know, the announce table top. It was about to do a move, but then Rollins did a pedigree onto the table, which doesn't break. Which, I don't mind that, you know? Like, there was, like, times when Triple H did a pedigree before on the announce table, it didn't break. But that was kind of like, you know, it was okay. And then Rollins did a curb stomp and wins. And, yeah, that's how the match ended. Damien Priest is, like, also fucking side, like, hurting or whatever, so they cost basically McIntyre the match. This match kind of made McIntyre look like a tweener. It's also with the video package where they had before the match, how McIntyre's talking about, like, you know, I need to know if I could beat you because, you know, is it worth, like, after losing my mother and all this shit, you know? Which, you know, it's okay. Again, the match was fine. But again, it kind of made McIntyre look stupid. Just take, like, can you just pin him? Like, I don't know. It's kind of dumb heel shit or dumb whatever, like, wrestling shit. Because we gotta do spots or whatever. Not just that, but, like, I don't know, like, McIntyre, he attacked Damien Priest, like, I mean, I thought they were aligned with each other, right? Like, what the hell's going on? Like, why are all of a sudden, like, they're, like, you know, I don't know, are they going to lead to something, or McIntyre's still going to be a heel? I don't fucking know. We'll see what happens, I guess, but, like, it just kind of ended kind of, you know, plain that Rollins just wins. Like, they always do that. Rollins just wins. There's nothing after the match. Like, what's going to happen now with Rollins as champion? Who is he going to face at the Rumble? It's like, it's so generic, kind of like, it's kind of predictable, you know, like, they just have it end with, like, oh, get it, he wins, like, without, like, a no contest or whatever. It's like, you know, kind of cliche. But whatever, it is what it is. Rollins wins, he's the champion, that's how the show ended. Overall, the show, while they did try, it's just like, the execution is like a fucking D or C minus, if anything. It only got saved because The Rock was there. It's just so stupid. Really, Jinder Mahal, like, the fact that he came out, like, again, he's always going to be a joke anyways, and he got no reaction. Besides, like, really, this is what they decided they're just going to fuck with us with this? But it's like, you know, couldn't they have another guy who was a former WWE champion that could be in a heel role that could benefit? Like, this is not going to benefit Mahal, like, whatever. But it's like, okay, The Rock came back. That was cool. Best thing, sure. Even though, like, let's be honest here, there are better Rock interactions in the past. This just kind of feels like, oh, okay, The Rock is back again. He's not going to be there next week. You know that. You know he's not going to be there next week. So why should we care to stay next week anyways? Rollins and McIntyre, fine match, but like they ended clichely, and it's like whatever. What's gonna happen next now? They really started the show with women shit. You wonder why your ratings are shit. No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. No one cares about all these stupid women's matches. No one cares about a lot of these genre matches. Who the fuck cares about fucking like what jobber shit? Like who cares? I mean, before even the match started, like whatever. Who the fuck really cared about Imperium versus Jay and Kofi and what the fuck Kofi was wearing? I don't know, just utter jobber shit. While there was a bit more effort on this show, there was still a lot of jobber shit. Like, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, imagine if this was a pay-per-view. Their supposed day one edition, you know? Overall, the show wasn't the worst. Wasn't the worst Raw of all time, but certainly far from the best. Given that this is the first Raw, it didn't start too terrible. I will say this Raw was better than last year's first Raw of 2023. So I will go on to say that. That's all I will say. Because I remember last year's Raw, the first Raw of 2023, and it was fucking shit. So, overall, show was not terrible. I guess it was an okay show. Because, sure, The Rock came back. That's cool. And the Rollins match was fine. But was this show really that intriguing? Nah. I guess R-Truth was a bit funny, but, you know, my guy, is he overratedly funny? But, yeah, at least he's a little bit of a gem. But it's like they have a lot of stupid, goofy shit that happens that are not funny, though. That's the problem. Overall, the show was okay. Okay, it's okay. But, you know, whatever. The show, like, will this be like this every week? Sadly, watch. Next week again is going to go back to lower ratings because, you know, they teased The Rock thing. They might even get a little increase because, oh, get it, The Rock. Then maybe The Rock is back. And then people realize, oh, The Rock is not back next week. This show will get fucking its bad ratings again. And this show will not have that much effort. Even though CM Punk, CM Punk's announced for next week instead of tonight. I mean, he's not that big draw as The Rock. Whatever, you know, what they're gonna, who really cares? Like, you know, okay, Punk, like, what is he gonna do on the show? He's just like, oh, I'm in the Rumble, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna care about Cody versus Nakamura, I'm gonna care about the party bitches, like, whatever. I don't fucking care. Anyways, that's Raw for you. I'm just keeping it real. Happy New Year, everybody. You know, that's what's going on. I'm just keeping it real. Get your games closed. Magnificently spy, miss bitches go, oh shit, that's what I'm done, guys. Say, until next time, peace. Yeah, bye.